Hey, do you know what I want to say though? Yeah, quickly, yeah.
God.
Because you're the only person I feel that is going to be able to do this, bro. This is why it was so important for you to come today. This is one of the reasons why it was very important to come to to be on your podcast, bro. Because there's an incident that happened that I feel that you are the only person who can do something about this, bro. Seriously.
Amy? Huh? Amy from Love Island?
Absolutely not.
Oh, because I'm going to go and check her though.
Anything to do with Love Island?
Absolutely not.
Well, I'm going to go and check Amy, but go on.
What's going on?
Bro, seriously, you have to do something about this, bro.
I know it's going to be so stupid, but I actually love the idea.
Bro, man has to free ASAP Rocky, bro.
Right, basically,
man
my
has
DMs
to free ASAP
have
Rocky.
gone mad.
Huh?
My DMs
Get him out of that Swedish jail now.
They're going mad.
Is this Sweden thing? Because I have no idea what it is, so please explain.
Get him out of that Swedish jail now.
So what happened was, ASAP Rocky's going to Sweden.
Bus
so
case. Get him to bus
knew
case.
He was going to Sweden. I was going to go in it, but my kids over here and all of that. So boom, he's being followed around Sweden, which is very peculiar because Rihanna's come out and spoken about her admiration for Sweden back in the day, just because people just leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah, I remember you saying that actually time ago.
And to a certain extent, it's only because now this YouTube generation has changed things quite a lot. But I remember going to Sweden 2013. No one's not really interested in what you're doing. They just do all their own thing. But these two youths are following ASAP Rocky around the whole thing for like 20 minutes or something like that. My man's just waved them in, but you don't understand the laws in Sweden, fam. Like, everyone's trying to make it this racist thing. And I'm not saying that there might not be racism in it, but you don't
who's
understand.
racist?
In terms of the Swedish government being racist and being harsh on ASAP Rocky, but that's due to the fact that in this country that wouldn't happen. You wouldn't get into a fight and go in prison for 2 weeks. But in Sweden, the reason why the country's so calm is because they are not waiting for an epidemic. They're not waiting for something to become bad for us to start.
What action?
Can I just interrupt you? I swear, didn't Freddie Gibbs go jail over there?
I'm
If
sure.
it wasn't him, I remember definitely Andrew Schultz from the Brilliant Idiots. They went over there one time, and his brethren that were going in jail over there.
Because, bro, they don't play. Oh, is that what you're doing? You're going to jail. Done. And then we'll sort it out later. But it won't be a long thing. Man could get jail for a week. Oh, he's been there for 2 weeks now. It's mad.
Been in jail in Sweden for 2 weeks.
So
Yeah, have you seen jails in Sweden?
Did you say the part? Did you tell the part where he punched man up though?
That's
Yeah,
just
you
he
said that
punched
bit.
man up because man was following him around for 20 minutes and they were bothering girls. These two dons. And they kind of they remind me of the North African Swedes who are rootless. They're crazy, fam. Like, they're just crazy people. So I can understand why. Because they threw something at him. They threw something apparently at his...
Really?
Yeah, they irritated him, innit? And I hear people saying, oh, Paul, but if you got security... And I'm just like, bro... Because if I'm walking around, I could be worth 2 billion. If I'm walking around somewhere and I'm irritated, when I'm irritated, my first thought is not going to be security, deal with it. Because my whole life, I haven't really had security. So if you're bothering me and there's two of you and I'm irritated, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not saying I'm guaranteed to do something. You're a human being, fam.
You're a human being.
So man's trying to free ASAP because that's my brother. I love him. Swag Don, King, Champ.
What I would say is though, I'm not saying this did or didn't happen or anything like that, but maybe sometimes it probably is best to have a type of security that can see that you're irritated and say, listen, I can know you're irritated, I'm gonna handle this, and I'll go jail for the man then. Because ultimately, you see some of these lot here that have certain security.
Yeah.
A lot of them, some of them do have security that are like, it's almost like an agreement where if a man end up going jail, the artist has got your family, it's fine. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they're putting their own life every day on the line for someone else that I guess over a period of time does become like your family member because you spend so much time with them and you know all their secrets really because you're so close to them. Do you get what I'm saying?
But do you know what the killer is? Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Did you just say look at R. Kelly?
Yeah, his security came out and started saying we knew too much about him, and the situation became so difficult because. And you're right, like literally, you'll find out. Cause you'll know everything about these people if you're the security. It's so true because you're gonna hear silly conversations that they have naturally because they're around you and they feel protected, so they feel more comfortable. So they're probably just gonna open up about bare things. You know, this is mad. I don't want security. But that's another conversation. Why I'm upset is ASAP Rocky decided to go prison the same month for releasing the Viva mixtape, and now it's like man can't really be promoting Sweden.
Do you say anything about Sweden on the mixtape cover?
No, we don't. But Tyler the Creator's come out and said Sweden's banned.
Yes.
It's called Vibara. Vibara is Swedish for vibes. Like,
man, they're cancelling Sweden.
Cancelling my whole thing, fam. My kids now, I'm bringing them out. Listen, they're going to have to live here.
Do you know what have you got a release date?
29th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
July. Do you know where you kind of get a lie?
Go on.
Really, people forget about shit very quickly.
Mad quick, innit? It's so mad, that's true, fam. Especially with social media.
Yeah, so it's like fish and chips paper after all that needs to happen is you need to hope that ASAP gets out of jail before your release date.
Do you know, to be honest with you? I don't. Do you know, for a laugh, I do. But do you know what life has reminded me of? Sorry to go to it. Love is Love Island. Life is Love Island. Like, at one point in my life, Danny and this next gal was a massive issue. Danny and the...
Danny and...
Not Jordan.
Johnny and Arabella.
And Arabella. That
or
was
Yolande,
like,
you mean?
That whole situation there was like the
Oh.
biggest thing in my... And now Amber and this Michael's a big situation. I don't even care about that no more. And it's been about 2-3 weeks since I've been watching it. So if that's what happens in Love Island, in life it must be mad.
Yeah, it goes quick, innit?
Quick,
And
nah.
all those things just pass over very quickly. Do you get me? But, bro...
ASAP, man. I need him out.
So that was why he wasn't doing wireless and that?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know he was in jail. Like, I knew that I saw the video. I didn't know that I didn't know he went in jail for it.
Yeah, I knew where Joe, obviously, everyone.
It was only
jumped
until
on my DMs.
recently, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It was only until like they were saying that he wasn't going to be at wireless or whatever, and then I was like, "Oh right, what? My man's actually in jail. My man's in jail."
But
do you know how mad it must be? Yeah, when you were like, I know you come from the streets and all of that stuff, yeah, but you know when life's just lit and big money's being made. And you're always with the man them, and there's bare gal around, and then all of a sudden it's just a cage and a bed.
But it's not a cage and a bed, big man. This is Sweden. Who you think this is? You think this is Brazil? You think that this is dirty, bro? It's better than certain fucking bed and breakfast you have in this country, dog. Listen, let me tell you something about Sweden, yeah? Their houses are nice. The architecture in Sweden is not a joke. The prisons are nice. I'm not saying they're the greatest thing in the world.
So you're not saying you don't want to. You don't.
I'm not saying I want to go. But I'm saying I've watched certain films and I've looked at the prison. Like I even watched Krypton Conan's video, and as much as that may look a little bit glossy, that doesn't look like anywhere I want to be. I can still tell you the prisons in Sweden look a lot nicer than certain man's yard, and I've been certain man's yard. But I'm just not gonna say certain man's name. Yeah, but I've been certain man's yard.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
and the prison look nice, dog. Look all refurbished. We mean refurbished.
Yeah, I hear.
Come on, fam. So. I hear you, but it's not as bad as it could be for him because he's in prison in Sweden. Had it been somewhere else...
Had it been Dubai.
Oh,
Listen,
God.
Do you know what? Can I just say, yeah? I thought about this just yesterday because I was watching, like, they had some kind... True, I've been in my yard, I ain't been able to go nowhere and all that type of stuff, yeah? I've been watching something called... Remember Banged Up Abroad?
Yeah.
But they got a different kind of one now, which is not as vibey, but it's kind of good. It's kind of alright. It's not the same. But
it's called Banged Up Abroad and he wants vibes. You see you, yeah?
No, but you know what I mean?
Of course you want vibes. He's in prison
I'm
as
talking
well.
about like sometimes what makes it good is the music director when they put the thing in the music in the background
That's
to
why
make
I
it
cried last night with Amy, but carry on.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Bro.
No, can we just have an honourable shout out for the music director of Love Island?
I need to meet him.
Absolutely incredible. The one
Incredible.
There was one in particular though where they were going absolutely ham. I can't remember. It was when Michael went into the new house, went into the old house with the new thing, and then with Amber coming out or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, shout out to the music director on that.
Sorry, but go back to your point because
So yeah, I was thinking because there was like a part where this dude. I don't know what type of fuckery he did, but he did something in Dubai. His mum lives in Dubai.
Yeah.
And he used to go out there regular to go and see his mum, but he was carrying on with some fuckery and ended up going to jail, yeah? And I was thinking to myself, raw, I feel like, I could be wrong with this, but I feel like that's the one country, that we forget that there's a jail. And the reason why I say that, Dubai, the reason why I say that is because when people go to jail in Dubai, they are definitely forgotten about.
Oh, yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah, it's like you're underground.
But where is the jail in Dubai? What's it like, Jukin?
What is it like?
I told you before on the podcast, my sister's been in a jail in Dubai.
Go to that microphone right now.
Alright, fine. Wait. Give me
But they can't see your face.
No, but I just don't want these to run out.
So basically Callum's sister went to Scrubs in jail.
Yeah.
I mean in Dubai.
Yeah.
So
she's the real racist out of you two.
how long firstly, could you discuss why? Could you say why? Or not really?
Bits of it, yeah. So she was accused by a local guy with holding hands. Oh no, a local guy accused her of kissing a guy that she was with. However, she was with this guy, but this guy's gay. But obviously the problem is he couldn't say, well, no, we weren't making out because I'm gay, because that's against the law.
He's going to jail.
Because he's going to jail. So basically...
Can I just stop you there? Yeah. Poet, could you imagine that one, yeah?
Yeah.
So imagine they've kissed each other.
So they didn't have pride in Dubai?
Definitely not.
No.
Yeah, no.
But this is what it is now.
What's going on in the world?
This is what it is, yeah. You've got, because remember, sometimes you get women who have like gay friends, and what they do is sometimes they kiss their gay friends on the lips and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So she's done that in Dubai because whatever.
No, but they didn't.
Oh, they didn't?
They didn't kiss. This local guy just accused them of doing it for no apparent reason.
Oh, okay, but he couldn't come out anyway and say...
But he couldn't come out and say, I didn't do that because I'm gay. But because the thing is, he isn't foreign. He's also a local. So for him to come out and say...
100 years.
A local man...
100 years.
Yeah.
They give him 100 years.
Like, what he would get for that is way worse
100 years! Bro.
That's
100 years they're going to give him in jail.
He's a brave man, you know. He's actually a braver man than most. I actually rate him, but I would move.
Definitely.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
You can't live your life like that. You are naturally something, but you can't be it because you might go prison.
Nah, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I'm out. And I'm not talking about negative things. I'm not saying positive. That's mad. Your sexual preference has nothing to do with anyone. So because of my sexual preference now, I can spend a little 100 years in a pen.
Exactly. In pen.
In a pen.
Yeah, he's not getting out if that happens.
So then anyway.
So that happens, and then this local guy gets quite aggressive and whatever and starts pushing her, I think is what happened. Anyway, long story short, they all end up in the police station. It starts out with my sister pressing charges on the local guy that kind of attacked them, for lack of a better word. And quickly... it turned into something completely different. So that local guy was also brought into the police station for questioning. Went into the interview room. The policeman then came out, was no longer speaking English to them, refused to speak English, and just said, pointing at my sister, said, "You're going to prison." Said it in Arabic, and obviously her friend translated for her, "You're going to prison." And then two guys brought out shackles and handcuffs. So she was shackled at the ankles and put in handcuffs. So basically what realistically happened is the local guy was taken into questioning and he just bribed the policeman. That was that. Or maybe he didn't even have to do that. Maybe he said, "I'm so-and-so's son," or "I'm so-and-so's brother."
Not even that. Bro, let's be honest,
like,
man. You don't have to do that. He's from Dubai.
Exactly.
Yeah, like...
and he can speak Arabic.
But the difference is that the policeman before that was very helpful towards my sister.
It doesn't
and
matter.
my friend. But it changed in an instant for a reason.
Of course, you know the play. You know the play.
Man's playing the game.
Yeah, of course. You know the game when you live out there.
Bro, do you remember the mother of my kids speaks Arabic, and I'm telling you, the moment you speak Arabic to someone, and it's a whole another conversation. I've been in a whole room with people speaking Arabic about me, and
I remember.
It's a mad thing. It is before you know.
Wait, what was you actually in the room and
in the room?
Could you feel it?
Feel it, Octavian. Feel it. I couldn't believe what was happening to me. So, cause I feel sorry for your sister, because you know what? You're gonna think it's something so much more complex based upon the way we live our lives over here. Cause it could just be something as simple as, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's the enemy type of thing. That's the enemy.
Yeah,
and before you know it, like, he doesn't even have to say anything substantial. Bruv, the family turned against me.
Could have been anything. But yeah, so situation switch. She was put into prison. So she was put into a jail in the police station, which is shitty anyway.
Of course.
But then there's the bigger prison outside of Dubai, which is notorious for like ridiculous shit. Like every year at a certain period of a certain time, they release 3 prisoners as like a sign of like goodwill or whatever. And one year, God. Like, oh no, sorry, 6. I tell a lie, 6. 3 men and 3 female. It was very recently before that. The 3 women that they had released, 2 of them were pregnant and they were in there for like a number of years beforehand.
What?
Yeah.
What?
How did they get pregnant?
Guards must like, have been in there dicking them down.
100%. Like it's...
That must go down. They must become
like
sex slaves in there, some of them.
100%. Once you get to that prison, if you're a woman, a white woman, my sister,
that's disgusting.
Light hair, God, like it would have been.
That is so unfortunate. Like these women being put in them predicaments, whatever it is they've gone to jail for, cool. They got to go and do their time, but then being used as animals as well. That is insane.
And I'm sure that what I've said is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I don't know much about what goes on there, and frankly, I wouldn't want to.
You go to Dubai, yeah. There's so much lights and so much flipping skyscrapers and bear dances and all these type of things going on out there. It's like Vegas now, yeah. It's changed so much from when I first was DJing out there, but like, it is a place where I just think that you just forget that there's a jail. But then, I say that, but then not necessarily, because I do remember one particular time when I was in Dubai and I was with my friend, and she's from Iraq actually, but she was wearing jeans shorts and like a top, but you could see her arms or whatnot. I was walking and a man passed her a card. And like, I'm not going to lie, at first I was like a bit annoyed because I was thinking, you don't know whether that's my girl or not. I thought he was handing her a business card, but it wasn't. The card basically had like a body figure on there and like the stop sign. And it was basically like, you're wearing too much, basically. Like, you need to get out of this shopping mall because it's not what we do.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's their country, it's their rules. I mean, what the fuck? There's not really much that you could do. You just have to be careful.
I think what you're trying to say, though, is that things are swept under the rug a little bit more. That's
why I don't understand why everyone's so fast to go Dubai. I literally Dubai's. I'm laters. I'm not going there.
Dubai is extremely black and white. So, like, if you're on the good side, like, everything's great, everything's sick. But
so what side is that? The white or the black side? Fucking racist. Carry on.
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
God.
But what I'm saying is the line is extremely thin, and once you cross that, you're in a whole different world of.
But
Callum, that is true.
Even that's true. But you see, like, if you're on the good side of the line, are you even really on the good side of the line? Like, I think it's mad unhealthy.
Nowadays, yeah.
There's levels to the good side.
Dubai's changed a lot.
There's levels.
Dubai's terrible, you know. Dubai is consumerism heaven.
To bits.
Oh, yeah.
So why am I obsessed with consumerism? How can I be obsessed with spending money if I'm making 40 bags a year? This doesn't make sense. And I'm going to go Dubai. So everyone that goes Dubai aspires for a lifestyle more time that they don't have, or they do have, and they've just got other problems in their life that they're just trying to deal with. So essentially, you're in prison anyway. It's just like a lot more glamorous. I just think Dubai on a whole, it's just not that great.
No.
It's not for me.
I'll explain some things, yeah. Dubai initially wasn't like that, obviously, yeah. Dubai was a desert. Yeah. Then you had so like the Dubai ruler, the current ruler of today, his dad actually had the vision of how Dubai is now. So his dad was on this thing of, we need to make it basically consumerism.
Horrible.
Vegas, like the comparison to Vegas is 100% correct.
So when I first
Vegas, I feel different about though. I'll explain why after.
When I first started to go to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, I was DJing out there and stuff like that. Yeah, one thing that I noticed was, like, especially things that people were telling me was, this is the biggest thing in the world. Oh, that's the largest thing in the world. This is the other thing in the world, and that one's the other thing. And I was like, it just sounds to me, when this person was explaining to me all of these things in the world, that they have, I was thinking, it just sounds like basically someone's got a shitload of money and is basically saying, what has everyone else got? We need to make it bigger, better, and larger. 100%. Yeah, and that was kind of like what it was.
There's reasoning for it, is because all of the country's income is based on oil. Oil will run out at some point, and before it does, they need to find another way to bring people in.
Of course, and that's exactly the part I was getting.
No, that's all cool, but my problem with it, the reason why I don't have a problem with Vegas, Vegas is Vegas.
Vegas has always been like
it's
that.
It's just always been Vegas.
Well, no, it couldn't have been.
No, when I watch all the old stuff, I always hear they used to go, we're going Vegas to get married. There's little things that I hear that still haven't changed today about Vegas, which isn't based around.
But Vegas would have had to have started to be something, though. Do you get what I'm saying?
My point is this, though. Vegas is in competition with Vegas. There's loads of things to do Vegas. I've been Vegas. You don't just have to go and do all of that stuff. You see Dubai, it's in competition with the world. It's so absurd. It's like Dubai is the fucking equivalent to a really insecure person on Instagram who literally hashtags everything and they'll go to the opening of an envelope. They just care about every single brand, and anything to get attention is what they're into. That reminds me of Dubai. Vegas isn't like that. Vegas is like, I'm a mad snob. I got loads of money. If you want to come over here, you can come. But if you don't come, I'm actually not that interested. That's why I don't really mind Vegas. Like, it doesn't care if you don't want to come. It's still doing its own thing. Dubai's whole point, like you said, is to attract people. So everything it does is, but how do we attract more and more? So Dubai just looks like a place to me that will never be satisfied. So
what,
for that
what I think is quite interesting, actually. I think is quite interesting as well is that like obviously you get people from all over the world that go to Vegas, but it seems like you have a lot of people within America that go to Vegas, and with Dubai, I think maybe once upon a time loads of people from around those different countries was going to Dubai, but right now I don't know if they are. I think
I know
a lot
of the people in this country do.
No, that's what I'm saying. So when I'm
Dubai
saying
not
like,
so
I'm
much.
talking about all of the Arab countries around.
Oh,
so see, like
sorry.
with America,
Abu Dhabi and all of that.
yeah. So like like in America, you got all these different states. A lot of their idea of holiday is to go to a different state, like a Vegas or whatever, which is in their own country, essentially. But see, like all of the Arab countries around Dubai. Unless they're super duper rich, because that goes to the point of almost of what you were saying, in a sense that you was talking about the good side, the white or black thing, not in terms of thing, but I know what you mean, but like, but I think like there's good, like, see, like there's proper levels to the good side though, because you see like you see in Dubai, So what I mean,
really,
you can leave
nice.
No, that's not even the part that I'm getting to. That's not even. Wait, let me land. Right, so let me land. You see, like the levels to the good side. So you might have a bit of money and stuff like that, and you can maneuver, you can go around, you could do certain things or whatever it is. But see the other side of the good side.
Go on.
Be a fuckery.
Talk to me.
Because listen, like. Okay, you always hear about the stories about certain girls.
Wait a minute, how could I say talk to me? When girls are on Instagram in London, they've never been Camden, but they're talking about Dubai on their status. Bugger them, carry on. I know you're chatting about now. Shut up the fuck.
But anyway, you got people like obviously certain women that fly out there, whatever, and get paid a hell of a lot of money now
to get shit on,
to get shitted on and all of these type of things. But see the people that are taking part in that world, they can do whatever the hell they want. They can smoke where they want. They can do whatever they want. But see that good side. That good side is fuckery because that's a dark side. That good side is a dark side,
My bro, I've seen a message from a guy who says I have herpes. It comes around a particular day. When it goes, I'm asking you to... Blood, he's asking a girl if he can have sex. He'll pay her. He'll pay her a sum of money to talk to her via phone, then a sum of money to fly to Dubai. When I think about it now...
That's mad.
No disrespect to the people in the community of Dubai. I believe when you go there, you can... Dubai is great. It reminds me of Ribena. Just a little bit and you have a good time. Way too much of that. You're rotting your teeth, big man. You're going to the dentist now. It's just mad.
I've had some good times out there, to be honest with you, but it's not like...
You're right.
When I went, I've only been once.
Over there to visit my sister all the time, like every year, and it was...
But did she live there?
She lived there for a while.
So she was a local as well?
No, she was an expat. She weren't local. But it was the same as what you say. Like, it was cool for the first, 5 days. And then after that, it's dead.
Do you know what it was, This is my thing. I hate when I get the same feeling from something. I like new experiences because I like new feelings because I want to find out how I operate under new experiences. So when I've gone to Dubai, everything I do, I'm around the same set of people doing nothing remotely amazing. Let's go to a really tall building in the clouds and look down. For what?
No, but I can see.
All right, let's go. No, hear me out. Cool. Let me carry on. Because we've done that now. All right, cool. The sentiment's cool. It's a really tall building. All they're going to do in a couple of years' time is probably build one even taller, and then we're going to have to go to that. But forget that.
Now Arab nation.
But now we can go Club White or whatever it's called. We've gone to this Dubai White Club or whatever it is, and okay, same music. Same pretentious people.
It's the same shit.
Same shit. All right, let's go to the mall. Really big mall. Nice mall. Same shop. I'm basically going to a country that has everything everywhere else has, but it's just much bigger. Yeah. And everyone's a bit of a snob.
And it's hot.
And it's a bit hot. Like you can get a tan on a fucking...
It's too hot.
Bro, honestly...
It's too hot. If you go in the summer, you don't want to be there.
They leave. A lot of the locals leave. If you got money, they'll come here
for 2 months.
A lot of locals, if they got peas, they come here. Well,
I don't blame them though.
I'd say a lot of locals have got a piece, but they don't. Like, so that's another side. This is the thing,
Everyone
that's
thinks
one thing that
everyone over there is
Dubai.
caking. That is so not the case.
Listen, Dubai do I don't know whether it's a good job or a bad job. However you look at it, I see it as a bad job, but some people see it as a good job of not showing like all of the hardships out there.
They see that as a good job.
Yeah, they see that as a good job. I see that as mad. Do you know how much people out there struggling in the? Listen, I know a girl. Yeah, she actually watches this as well. She's a architecture. Yeah, and like one of the projects she was working on in Dubai and whatever, and I didn't even question her a lot about it, but just a little conversation we had made me come away and think a little bit more. But she was saying that, like, yeah, you get a lot of people that are like very poor that are working on these buildings and stuff like that, and in scorching heat. Oh. And I'm like, that always takes me to the time when I first went to Dubai. And
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
Fam, bro, I got a booking to go out there. Yeah, I'd never been before. And then it was a late flight. Got there early in the morning, and what was it? Came out. The promoter came and met me. He opened the door. Well, he didn't open the door. Went to the car park, and the electric doors opened, bro. And see when that heat licked me. Jesus. Listen, I dropped on the floor. And I was like, yo. I was like, he started laughing. I was like, bro, it's not even hot like this in the day in England. Roasting. These times it was like 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah. No, it's hot, man. I remember I went to Dubai 2016. It was bloody hot. But the only thing I left saying was, this place, by not showing hardship, you're showing me one side of the coin. I'm being totally honest with you. That doesn't give me a whole perspective of the country, which means I don't really feel much about the country, which means it doesn't really have much depth, which we're being totally honest from the bottom of our heart. If we love Dubai, I feel, and I'm not saying everyone because I could be wrong. I don't fucking know much. I just know that after Christ, the world's been here since 2019 years. I've lived for a little bit amongst that, not even 1%. Yeah. But regardless, I think if you love Dubai, there's something you're missing. You're missing a very genuine part of your life.
Nah, man.
100%. There's nothing to love about Dubai.
It a bit too deep.
I'm not, because most of the places that people love have a sense of culture. So it's like, I love Jamaica.
I think
I love Jamaica because there's a sense of culture. When I go back to certain places, it makes me feel something genuine. I would love to know a genuine feeling you can feel amongst tall buildings in clouds,
there is
loads of water, and getting a tan on the top of a fucking roof.
No, there is culture. There is some culture there.
In Dubai.
Yeah, just not by the big buildings though. You're right. Like the big buildings are just big buildings. You get
when you come outside of that.
I have only been to Dubai in the sense of the city Dubai and that part, and I think it's
Dubai has culture. It's just not in the center of Dubai.
No. So where is it?
You have to go out.
It's just outside.
You have to go out.
It's not even far outside.
They got like markets with all locals and all of these type of things. They got all that type
of stuff.
You know what it is? Because what Dubai has done is essentially to you, it's like almost essentially worked.
No,
because they don't want you to see that. They just don't want you to see that.
This is what I've done. I'm probably not speaking about why you lot would like Dubai. I apologize. I have to go back on my statement. I'm speaking about why most of these people will have in their Instagram bios Dubai.
Why they like Dubai.
And the reasons they love Dubai and the reason why Dubai is commercialized is not for anything genuine. That's why it's difficult for me to gravitate towards
I agree with that.
It's not even, Dubai doesn't even remind me of an escape. It's not even an escape. There's so much happening. I couldn't even say I'm going to Dubai for a break because I wouldn't be having a break. So therefore, in my mind, this place only exists purely in terms of the sentiment of everyone else loving it for consumerism. So what would you love about spending money if you don't have much?
It's just a place that money can buy you.
Yeah, but if you don't if you're on 50 bags a year, why do you love Dubai?
Because you can act like you earn more than 50.
50 bags a year is a good amount of money.
Yeah,
it's a good amount of money. Let's be real. I know certain men that are on 25 bags a year and they love Dubai. This doesn't make sense to me. I can't love something that I can't fully immerse myself in. How can I love it?
It's just different things for different people.
Yeah, man. Of course, exactly. You know what? If we was all the same,
it's not for me. It's not for any of us three. But
But I don't think
it's for somebody.
No, I'm not saying it's for. I'm just saying I don't think them people love it. I think they have a misconception of love.
It's the idea.
Possibly, yeah.
Like the idea.
The idea.
Yeah.
I don't think you love Dubai because essentially, that means you just love striving for bigger consume. Like it's just nonsense.
Yeah. Well, my issue is not even really an issue, but my whole thing is just always been like just like sweeping everything underneath the carpet, like it doesn't even exist.
They done it in Brazil, Chucky, in 2014. One of my biggest upset. Well, I was really, really upset. I went to Brazil 2011 when they were making the the stadiums. And I remember I went there for work, and the first question I asked was, "Who's building it? Like, have you getting in like a massive industrial company which has, you know, a good reputation on building this type of stuff, or is it locals?" And no one could answer the question. Do you know why? It was locals. So you get locals to build stadiums in fucking rainforests that are no longer used now, and God knows how much people died. Like, those things let me know this. What is this? This ain't a place of any. This is a joke.
Do you know why I don't necessarily think that's a
that hurt me in Brazil.
It's
locals
not.
Jobs,
It's. I don't think it's a bad thing because it depends on how it's been done. Because one of the reasons why
done is bad, bro.
the reason why like those like having things like that there is good is so that it gives them work. It gives them something
But Chucky,
to do.
look at this. This is where you need to understand why I say it's bad. Because work can still be bad.
Yeah.
If I'm broke, flat broke, and you say to me, "Do you want £10?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know where my next pound's coming from." But you don't know where your next money's coming from, sorry. I say to you, "Do you want £10?" You say, "Yeah." I say, in order for you to get this £10, today you have to come out of this studio, all the way to the train station, collect something off Mitch for me, drop it to the post office, then go and get some trap stuff of Skips for me, then come back, I'll give you £10. Bro, like, it's not even about the money, no. It's about, like, man's just taking you for a mug. So if I'm saying to you, go work in a rainforest to build a stadium about 100 god feet off the floor, we're not going to give you the safest equipment. You might flipping die, but you know what? You need the bloody money, so make sure you try and make it work. Like, that is fucked.
Yeah, I don't agree.
And
I don't
bare
agree,
people die.
I don't agree. Yeah, that's the thing.
Bare,
I don't
not
agree
like
with.
a few.
I don't agree with slave labor, and I don't like. And obviously, sometimes these type of things, like people and stuff like that, die. But you know what? Yeah, I know that like they're probably not going to be getting paid the same type of wage that would be relative to like, or the same to like what people would be paid over here. But they're getting something in a place where it's very hard.
But
What I think is where it is wrong.
Why would you risk your life
Because
to go to this job when you could die?
Unfortunately, a lot of them don't have much choice, probably.
And that's why I'm saying to you, it's wrong. The government is putting these people in positions and then saying, "Do you want this bit of money?" There's nothing else you can do to get it. Knowing that they could die, and they just go and find the next person in that financial situation and do the same damn thing. That's what happened.
I think I think what is wrong is the way that the government maybe distribute the money. Or the people that distribute the money. That's the big issue.
Yeah, it's not
because
the fact that
there's big money in the cloud. Yeah. And then somebody or a group of people hold this big money or this big funding. And then what they do is they just break off a little bit and they say, build what you can with this. Break off the next bit. Yeah, do what you can with that. Break off the next bit. Do what you can with that. See this recipe here?
That's my
thing. Yeah.
Judge, you know what's so funny when you say that? So there's a situation that's unfolding, and without going into too much detail about it,
Go into too much detail.
Huh?
Go into too much detail.
Without going into too much detail.
Yeah, but go into it.
Yeah, but go into detail.
Oh, you want me to go into detail?
I want you to go into too much detail.
I would love to, but I have children. Now, do you know what it is? I've realised that when you're so high up here, sorry that we might be going off the rail a little bit, off topic, but when you're so high up, you actually are so oblivious to what's happening down. You just see good results. Like, the man just saw a stadium get built and was like, how did it get built? Who gives a fuck? It's here, innit? What? 300 and some people died. Like, I've not got no emotional attachment to these people. In my eyes, that's what happens. But if I was actually down there for even 2 weeks and I had to live it and see it, it'd be a little bit different. So that's the reason why it's difficult for me to go to somewhere like Dubai and say it has a sense of culture, or it has a sense of this, or it has a sense of that. Although what's happening over there happens all over the world. You can even go Vegas, and talk to one of the richest guys inside there and say to him, "Oh, you know, there's certain parts of Vegas which don't have that much money, but people get married." And you can talk to him about that part of Vegas. He'll go down there today. He loves Vegas. He loves everything about it. Like, there's various people in Vegas. They love the fact that there's a big boxing match, but they don't love it any less than the flipping shooting range down the road, or the little local mart or the little local pub that everyone goes to watch Arsenal games, or goes to watch USA soccer games. Like, everyone goes. It still has a weird community that I wouldn't want to be a part of, but it's a community that gives you a sense of culture. Like, to me in Dubai, it's just...
Because the Dubai that they sell tourists isn't the cultural side of Dubai, and that's...
So then I'm still baffled, because remember, they created that world. So without that world they actually built 20 years ago, whatever it was,
because they don't
what was there?
Bro, they don't want you there. They don't want you there.
They don't want me there.
That's not what you're... No, when you go there, that's not what you're supposed... They don't want you to see that. They just want you to go
people.
spend some money in the fucking dance, go in the mall, and that's that. They don't want you in them other place, bro.
So why
do you know what? One of the
Right, Paul,
I'm not
so why
saying
did
this
we
is
go?
all of the reason, but I'll
did
tell
we
you
go?
one thing, especially
why
as a
did
black
we
man, they will not want you going there and even having a small remote chance of taking a girl from there. What? Your head's getting chopped off immediately.
In
You know,
Dubai?
but yeah. Listen,
Why?
stay in this bit. Go to white. And
go to their hood
do
part
that.
and see-
Stay there.
Okay.
We don't want you going to the
With us.
other markets and all of that, like
But I
where
know
the
that.
cultural bits is and all
I
of
know
that
that.
type of stuff.
I just
Because
realised.
that's not
You're
what
right.
we don't want. That's not what we sold to you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
sold the
Yeah.
fucking tower and this, that, and the other. What jail? You don't know nothing about jail. The only time they'll listen, if you smoke a spliff out there and they find that you smoke a spliff out there, it's 20 years, 30 years, and you know what? With that being said, I'll tell you something. Yeah, I don't have no sympathy for anyone
None.
who does get caught
None.
with big packs of weed or coke in Dubai and goes jail. One of my brethren has a friend that has gone to jail because of some weed smuggling thing or whatever it is. I can't sympathize with that. And you know what the thing is? I know that me and this person don't speak that much anymore or whatnot yet, but I just remember at the time when this was a conversation. That was a conversation once. I ain't heard this Don's name again. So he's under the ground somewhere and no one's talking about this guy. So he's not coming out. I don't know whether it's a 50 years or a 60 years thing. I'll just tell you something now. He ain't coming out. Not unless there's a law change. And what's the chance of there being a law change?
In Dubai.
What?
Yeah.
Do you know
And
why I think it's
Qatar.
wrong? Do you know why it's mad? Do you know why it's mad though? I would never consume any type of... I don't even want to drink when I'm over there. For the simple fact that I'm not in my house. I don't know the rules over this
You
place.
can go to jail
But
for
one thing I do
being
know-
drunk and disorderly.
I know, bro. When my man came out the club, one guy was drunk. So I tried to like make jokes about my hair and all of this and saying bare funny stuff. And I said to him, bro, you need to behave yourself, you know. I can't lie to you because I can't even smack you up. One, I'm too skinny, and two, the police over here are rootless. But I do know you're drunk and disorderly, and I can hear sirens. So if I was you, I would spend less attention on me and more attention on sobering up. And he was like, he's gone quiet. When we got outside, fam, police took him straight away, bro. Because he's like, you can see he's drunk. So even if he walked straight and didn't say nothing, you could see he's drunk. Fam, the feds pulled up, said, have you been drinking? How much have you drank? Your way of it. Like, they were screaming it, fam. Like, bloody was gone, cuz. He was gone, fam.
That's nuts.
And I said to myself,
But I ain't trying to go to jail anywhere, man. Seriously, I don't even want to go to jail anywhere. I know that, like, even over here, some people say, because you see people in Versace bed sheets and all these type of things. That's cool, innit? But you know what? Like, I just like the idea of getting up and being able to go to Londis. I like the idea of just getting up and being able to just go Tesco's. I love the idea of just getting up and being able to go to my Caribbean shop and just getting a jerk chicken with hard food. Do you know what I mean? I love the idea of that when I want to go and do it. I don't want to go jail anywhere.
Do you know what I love the idea of? I'm telling you what I couldn't do without a woman.
Oh, yeah?
I love women. I love having conversations with women because they're able to see a completely different perspective. I love my mum. I just love women. They have a different energy. See testosterone, or how we say testosterone?
Yeah.
I can't be around that too long, fam. I can't be around ego. I can't be around... I hate it because I'm never gonna have a conversation with you. I'm gonna have a conversation with you under these circumstances, which is not something I enjoy. So imagine going in prison and talking to people for what?
For a man,
15 years.
every day.
Every day, people under circumstances.
No.
Do you know how long that is? And they're guys, and they're angry, and they're angrier than me, wedger than me, more pissed off than me, been beat up probably more than me, because I'm not on it.
Imagine that. Every day I got to speak to men. All day. Oh my God.
Do you know what? Furthermore, you might have to chop this part out, but this is the one thing I don't understand.
Wait. No, go on. Say it first.
This is what I don't understand. You might as well have gone Pride on the weekend.
Yeah.
This is the way
Oh,
you're
no, that's
going
good for you.
out of your way. Do you know why you're
that's
going?
fine. Yeah,
you're
that's
going
fine.
out of your way. To me, sometimes some guys are going out of their way to spend a huge amount of time with a large group of males. Fam, just go Pride.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's
Let's think about the whole process. I know when I was in Ibiza, I heard a man decide to get ready to go out because he heard there was next man in the dance that he's got an issue with, and he has to show them that he can flex. So now you're gonna put on your best clothes to go to this rave to flex. To show this guy,
guys.
you got man. So then, say you get drunk and get into a fight with him. You're gonna have a fight with him around bare men. The feds are gonna come, which are usually bare men. You could go you could go to court, which is probably around bare men.
Everything just all evolves around men.
So if you're gonna do that, Pride was weekend.
Yeah, but
Soho
you know
was
what?
lit. Just go.
Yeah, but then you're gonna just go there and just be disruptive because
you
ultimately,
won't.
you know
Essentially,
what?
you probably want to be there.
Because those men see like how we would be like around women. It's like that's how it is like. So that's their thing. Man are gonna go there and then just interrupt that vibe.
Then go home.
You get what I'm saying?
Like
go home.
Yeah, just fuck off, basically.
Just go home.
Yeah, just fuck off.
Go home.
But you know what? Like in that context, that is long. And I've been saying for time, I feel that men have been doing a lot to impress men. Like, and I just think that it is very interesting when you unpack it. Because enough men are like styling for the man them. Really?
And to be honest with you, if you're styling for the man them, personally, I think you just need to come clean with what the situation really is.
And that's fine. If you do that...
Of course it's fine.
Oh
I respect it. That's what I will say. I love honesty, you know, and I genuinely feel there's a lot of people living a lot of lies. And one of them is the fact that I think a lot of people, and this is a mad statement, but I genuinely feel a lot of people are arguing with themselves with their sexual preference. 100%. And they can't come out. And because of that frustration, they take it out on every single other person. The killer is my bro. Don't you understand? If there was ever an opportunity to come out and say, I love men or I love women, it is today, fam. Why are you holding back?
Do you know what?
Fam,
I know this is gonna sound like tooting our own horn, but I do feel like if the world evolved, if the world was a lot like us, then you'd see a lot of man them that we are cool with and that you see out there in like with balaclavas on the YouTube and all that coming out saying, you know what, this is my thing. That's what I do.
What can you say
to
that?
Just be like, what? Whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah,
like,
seriously, no, man in balaclavas and all of that type of stuff, just out here on a thing of, do you know what? This is me, and that's calm. And you know what? And it would get to a point where you don't even just have to say. You just have your boyfriend, and you just
and no one cares.
No one gives a fuck.
This is what people need to realize. Like,
I don't care anyway.
I don't give a monkey.
Callum, I've got a baby mum. I've got 2 kids in Sweden. Me have mortgage to take care. You think I care about if another guy was sex with another guy? What's it got to do with me?
Bro,
in a relationship,
do everyone just focus on yourself, personal development, and if a man's being positive, if a woman's being positive, encourage that.
Brother,
if that means
they're happy,
who cares?
Allow everything else.
As long as they're doing positive happiness, because there's a lot of people that claim they're happy doing some things that I don't really agree with. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing. Being a man attracted to a man is not one of them things that everyone should have an issue with. So if that's what you want to do, stop fighting, stop creeping out the closet, get in the kitchen, mate, get in the garden, come right out the closet, get out the bedroom, go in the hallway, just be honest, fam. There's nothing wrong with it. I think that's a big issue today, you know? I think that's a massive issue.
Yeah, that is a big issue.
I think a massive issue.
I always find that I'm the one when I go to a party or like a function or whatever, like, and it involves having to talk to, which I'm not like. The thing is, I'm very social, but like, there are times when I just don't, you know, what I mean?
To talk. I've seen you.
Yeah, but then I'm always the one who gets into the conversation with the fucking with the homophobic don. You know, like the person who just feels so comfortable to just say a madness. Right next to me,
and you're saying this, and I was like, bro.
And I'm like, you're saying it. You're saying this thinking that I'm about to just co-sign what you're saying. Because
I look like I'm from the hood a little bit. Yeah. And I'm the only person here. If you know how much times man have come up to me and tried to say that, and I look at them like, bro, I can't lie, man. Some of my good friends happen to be gay, you know? So it's like, I'm not really down for them comments. But
I'm just like, I'm just
like
kind of like,
there, you know?
Do you care about that? Yeah. And then when a man says, well, yeah, because of blah, blah, then you can just by me asking that question, they already know where it is, and then like they just kind of stop from that. Good. Do you get what I'm saying?
I've had to have an argument with one of my good, not an argument per se. One of my good friends, I had to have a disagreement because I said you have to be more aware of how you behave, conduct yourself, and speak when you're around your friends.
Of course, that's true.
And I feel like sometimes, like, I'm very aware of who I'm around and what I have to be. Do you know where I come from? But some people don't care, and then they'll say inappropriate things around certain people. But that might not even be a reflection of your character. That might just be what you thought for 20 seconds. You've said it now, and now that person who's going to be affected by that comment is going to stick that on you forever because they've already been oppressed for so many different reasons. I had to explain that to one of my friends. Like, in recent like history, and I was just a little bit exhausted by it. I can't lie. I was like, why
It's
do I
long.
even have to explain these things to you, my bro? Like,
It's long. And you know what as well? I remember one particular thing where someone was trying to twist me up now, but by saying, "Oh, but what do you think about this, that, and whatever?" And this was the thing that they were trying to catch me out on. Yeah, they was like, "Yeah, but okay, like, okay, you're cool with that? Okay, so are you cool with like two men kissing on the street?" And I said, "No." I said, "I'm not." I said, "Do you know why? Because I'm not cool with anyone kissing on the street."
but
Do you know what do you know what is the worst thing in life for me? When I'm on a train and all I can hear in my ear is,
Oh, fuck that.
oh my.
Oh, Chuck, yeah,
listen,
don't do that
I
to
don't
both
care
of
who
us. I
it's
don't
coming
wanna
from.
listen to
I want to smack somebody.
And do you know what?
Seriously, I want to smack I will punch the whole train up.
But not
It's
me.
better that I leave. Seriously, I'll get off. It can be anyone. The moment I hear, listen, I'll bottle someone. I'll bottle someone. I'll bottle someone. I hate it.
I will bottle
It's disgusting.
someone. Wow.
Do you know why
Listen,
I hate it?
it's disgusting.
I'll be honest with you. I can tell you why I don't like it. Because I don't have that in my life right now. So I'm going to be jealous of everyone.
Nah, so is
And
that
that's what
why?
you have
So
to
what would you?
accept.
So wait,
Oh, is
is
that
that you on the
jealousy for
train?
you?
Be honest, poet. Is that you on the train?
No, it's not me on the train.
Are you
but
one of them?
No, I'm not on that. But I like to know that I have the option. And if I don't have the option,
Oh, for
I'm
fuck's
fuming. I'm sorry. So what? Why can't I be jealous? There's no rules.
I just don't, bro.
Yeah, it's not
Like
I wouldn't do it.
woman and woman
But-
or no woman
No, I
in my
don't do
life.
that.
I'll
That's-
just.
I
It's
think it's
not my.
cool.
It's not my. I hate the sound of it, bro. It makes me.
But you
It
know
just
what? It's not
irritates
even
me.
just the
But you
sound,
know
like
what? It's
seeing
what
it
you
is
do.
just-
It's cool.
makes
If that's
me
what you do, that's cool. But it's like the other thing that irritates me is when it's like that with a word and then that again. So it's like, so
I love you.
what
Oh, fuck. Wait,
you
shut up.
do? Oh my god, bro! I will headbutt somebody, bro. Seriously, just ask the fucking question or just tell her that you love her. Like, why have you got to do all of that?
But you know what it is?
But I do it in the bedroom.
Do you know
man.
what it is? It is
Yeah,
that.
That's me. Listen,
Yes.
in the bedroom, oh my, I'm a
But it
snoggers.
is no, but it is.
I'm a
that-
snoggers.
But it's that puppy love
Perfectly
though.
fine.
It is that puppy love though. You know that really innocent love that you're so
in public,
ignorantly
please.
sharing with the world because you're so happy, you just don't care what I've been there. I still didn't kiss in public like that. But I've been there in that frame of mind, like, wow, I could tell the whole world I love this girl and I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I've done crazy things. I've gone on a train and told the whole train to be quiet and said to them, we all have to admire this girl. She is gorgeous. Like, I've done crazy things, so I understand it.
Yeah,
And that's my equivalent. Their equivalent might be kissing. I've got crazy things I do because I feel a particular way.
Yeah.
But,
I see, subjective, but I think that's cute.
but then
think
someone
that,
else will think that's annoying.
Yeah, they'll think that's cringe.
Of course.
Yeah, that's.
And they said, and I know some people that be like, "Oh, you're so cringy," and I'm like, "Oh, I think you're so miserable." And it's just like,
Yeah,
maybe
of course.
I'm miserable here looking at these people kiss because there's no one. I
No,
can
well,
kiss about.
I fully accept it, but it will not stop me feeling having that feeling like I want to bottle somebody.
No, I'm with,
But in the
listen,
bedroom now, oh my
Yeah,
goodness
yeah,
me,
yeah.
bro. We could be watching something on TV, and next minute, we're just, oh, bro, bro, I'm a snoggers and a kissers. I will sit there and I will be in this lovely girl's face, and we'll just be like talking, and then just the kiss, and then talking, and the kiss again, then talk, then the kiss that's a bit more intimate with the tonguey and that, and then the talk again, and then the kiss, and then talk again, and the kiss with a bit more of that. Then it starts to get to the neck, and then before you know it, it's like, you know what, Bob, let me just turn up the music little piece now, cause ready now.
I missed that,
I'm
man.
strong in the pants, and I'm ready. What? Oh my god. It's like, do you know what, babes? Let's just get into bed, man. Fuck it.
But you know what it is though? I can't lie to you. Doing that with like, I remember the period in my life. I was just doing that with so many.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't just do that with
can't do it
everyone
with
though.
anyone.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah,
do
there
that.
was
you
a period in
kinda-
my life where
You are nasty.
I was
Good,
quite
but-
confused.
You're
But all I'm
nasty.
saying, but all I will say, yeah, is like, cuz it's kind of trash, fam.
You're nasty.
Like, you have to do it with the one woman that
can't
you
do that with
genuinely care. Bro, Callum, let me tell you something, my brother. When I just dropped out of uni and I had a lot of free time on my hands and I done a one little song on Channel AKA or Channel U and we went #1, forgive me, bro.
Nasty.
I never had no girls when I was younger. I wasn't the cool guy. I just was the guy that played
Yeah,
football.
you do what
and
you do.
all
I
of
get
a
that.
sudden, my MSN was lit, big man.
Lit.
It was lit. I make mistakes. I'm young.
Loud.
I know you're probably
Loud.
thinking, fam, it was lit. MSN was lit. Man was, you get me? My thing was ringing off. Bare
Yeah, but
ads,
you weren't
boom,
like
boom, boom, boom.
romantically having sex them times. Them times that was piping.
My bro,
and bare locking
no.
and
Chucky,
stabbing.
you don't understand my team. No, Chucky. I
You get what I'm saying, Callum?
Chucky,
Because Callum, he's not there,
no,
but kind of.
because you was around road youths. When road youths are like, yeah, man, just took blood. I like doing nice things. I'm taking you to a nice restaurant, not because I want you to tell your friends.
What did you just say?
Because I want to go. If we have sex, I don't want to have this bend over and, I mean, sometimes obviously you do, but more time, I want to have a good time, watch a little film, have a little convo.
Oh, I'm very 50.
In and out of it, and
Are
I
you?
want to experience
Yeah,
it,
it could
man.
be either one.
So what, Callum, have you got savagery in you? Yeah. Is it? What,
Yeah.
I told
pipers?
you you're racist.
Yes.
Nasty.
Well,
I'm just not very forward about it publicly, I guess.
So what, like, there's been times you've gone in the bedroom with a pipers.
100%. Haven't made it to the bedroom. Haven't made it home, bruv.
Haven't made it home.
Haven't made it home.
Serious.
But it's got to be it takes the right person to bring it out of me, though. I can't be like that with anyone.
Yeah, I hear that still.
But it's very 50-50. Some days I just love to chill and
I'm a
let it
romantic.
happen naturally. Other days, yeah, different, very different.
But Cameron, this is my problem. This is why I say to you what I'm saying now. It's because, yeah, see the mother of my kids, yeah? I'm scared if I have to move on, like proper scared.
I can tell.
'Cause I'll be real with you. I've never had sex with anyone like I have with the mother of my kids. That's why I say to you, it started off conversational.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
I don't want to say too
conversation.
much of your business, but I do remember one, like, earlier on in your relationship where he was, but he was, his head was gone. Poet's head was absolutely, I think it was when you went on holidays, wherever you went. But I'm not going to, that's for you to say.
Where did I go? Mauritius?
Yeah, I think it was there.
My head was... You don't understand. We'd be talking... Imagine waking up at 5:45 a.m. to go and watch the sunrise in Mauritius on the beach. It is beautiful. Then you go back to your hotel room to have breakfast and you have a conversation about that and why you care about each other. Then there's a little bit of kissing and conversation. Then the music, like he says, gets turned up and you don't delve straight in. And see, once you've experienced something like that, because I can't just go back to any gal and just do.
Yeah. I know what you
If
mean.
I'm not, if it's not an experience, big man, count me out. I have done enough fucking or whatever you want to call it. It's just boring.
Yeah, it is.
It is actually boring. I'd rather have them quickies and that with a gal proper into because it just feels better.
Meaningful sex is so much better.
Oh, it's amazing.
Because I would rather just
Changes
go on
perspective.
XXX videos and keep it cracking, fam. I don't want to have to chat to you, get your Uber home. I just don't want to do. I'm so scared of that life.
Yeah.
So much man are like, yeah, my man's in it. I know you don't like it. I don't give a fuck what you say. I know you don't like it.
Yeah.
I've
There's
been
been
there.
times where I have definitely liked it, and even with perspective.
You didn't like it.
No, with perspective, I did.
Let me tell you something.
What? Didn't like what?
Do you know what it was?
Sorry,
No,
I've
No,
lost.
it was
like that.
circumstances. I'm telling you. Essentially,
What are we talking about? Sex?
No, the sex. I say essentially, I think we all genuinely want to be loved, and I think that type of sex,
100%.
and you see that type of sex, you would prefer to have it with someone you love, and I can tell you that.
Maybe I did enjoy what I had before because I hadn't had that yet.
I'm telling you,
but I
alright,
did
fair
enjoy
enough.
it. I definitely enjoyed that time.
But then
now that I've been exposed to what is really possible,
And that's why I said it's circumstantial.
different.
That's why I
Yeah.
say it's circumstantial
Okay, yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
never, until you fully know yourself. I don't even fully know if you like anything. You're just sort of experimenting with all types of stuff. When you
Yeah.
go for various different situations, I can't tell you. I can't go on one holiday and say to you, France is the best trip of my life. It wouldn't make any sense. If I've gone to like 20 countries, then I can say to you, do you know what, boy? When I've travelled, and it makes more sense. So I can't have one type of sex with like several types of people, and then now feel like I'm some connoisseur. I need to go through different emotions with this person in having sex, and then go right to the top and say, I've had 2 kids with you, like I've been through bare things, and when we have sex, it's a whole nother feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't now pretend that if I go back to the other thing, that I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's not that, it's circumstantial. It's like, do you know what? For now, this is what I need, big man.
Yeah, I
I
hear
can't
that
get
stuff. I've
that.
definitely.
Do you understand where I'm
If this is
coming
about 100%.
I get that, yeah.
If this is about having good sex with somebody that is not that meaningful to you, I've definitely had that.
Of course, you've had it because of the act,
And
but it's
enjoyed it.
never and enjoyed it, but to an extent. Like I said to you,
yeah.
I watch football. I
But
love
it's
football.
always been like
I love football.
The
you know?
meaningful sex has always been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chucky, I can tell you, I love football. I love football, but there's nothing compared to like me watching Arsenal. I'm still gonna go and watch Barcelona versus Thingy Bob and admire Messi and say this is great football. But you see, when I watch my team, when I'm in and I'm screaming, nothing compares to that. So sometimes I could bypass the Barcelona versus Real Madrid match because no matter how great that match is, it's still not my game.
Well, let me say this though. there has to be, because I'm like, without going too much into my business, I've definitely had like that thing of meeting a girl, getting on with her better than I expected to get on with,
my God,
with
I hate
her.
it.
Yeah.
I hate
So
that.
it was like, do you know what? I met her and I thought we were just gonna do a thing, and that was that. Yeah. But then we've had a good conversation, and then you know what? The kiss has been a different type of vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we've gone, like I've really enjoyed that. But then we've continued to talk, and I've enjoyed it. And then we've had sex, yeah. But we're not at that stage where like, you know, it is like anything meaningful. But the sex has still been quite powerful to a degree.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
and I've enjoyed it. But then as it's gone on, it's like it's become a bit more meaningful. Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's
and
the
it's become
process,
even
innit?
more enjoyable,
Yeah,
even
that's
more
the process.
enjoyable.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, you see, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, when I say, for example, I can't go back to that other stuff, because that other stuff isn't part of a process that I enjoy. So the process that you're speaking about is eventually you might get to the point where I'm in. I'm not saying you will, but you could get to
I
that
have
point
twins and
because, boy, now twins is expensive to
Yeah,
bomb
yeah,
the club, but if you want them thing there. But what I mean is the process of saying I'm fully with somebody, I proper enjoy, we have good sex, we have good conversation, got a couple kids, decent little house. See, that type of sex.
Yeah.
It's so much better than this girl in the rave is buff. She's on me. I'm on her. She's the longest thing in here. Man's gonna take her Paris and do all these mad things, have great sex. Essentially, fam, I've done too much of it. I'm telling you. Years later, when you look on it, you're just like, that was a great week. But essentially, like, it doesn't really, like, if it didn't happen, I can actually say I wouldn't have missed it now.
Can I play devil's advocate quick?
Go on.
Say you're in, and neither of us maybe know this one, but say you are in a 10, 15 year relationship, or I don't know, let's in between 13, 12.
Scared.
It doesn't work out in the end, unfortunately, which is like, but you know, it doesn't work out because you don't feel it anymore.
You don't feel it. Feel it.
You're gonna
See
wanna
when you
out
go,
and lay some
see when
pipe.
you go out now, like what type of sex are you enjoying in that moment?
Because now, again,
Because
You're
remember,
gonna
you've
wanna
had
break-
that long term in a yacht.
But you-
You've had that mortgage sex.
but now, this is what I was saying.
Mortgage.
Mortgage sex, yeah? That's not good sex.
Ain't it?
Nah.
Raw.
Do you
What
enjoy
is-
paying mortgage?
Yeah, well, you know, free bills.
Do you enjoy paying mortgage?
I would enjoy paying a mortgage more than I
You're
pay
comparing
rent.
it to something else. I'm not asking you to compare. I'm asking you what you enjoy.
Alright,
Forget
then.
about comparisons.
I'm gonna
asking
be
you
honest.
what you enjoy. I don't enjoy paying mortgage. I can tell you that. So what I can tell you is, if I have to compare this vagina to me having to pay mortgage, we have an issue because I don't enjoy mortgage. But I can tell you, if I've been in a situation far too long and it feels like mortgage, the same place as me working. Look at the job I do right now.
feels
I work
like
for
an
myself.
obligation.
The moment it feels like work, I don't want to do it no more.
I hear that, but let me just go on the analogy because you did bring this up here. But
Go
the
on.
mortgage thing, when you think about it, the reason why I don't mind it is because ultimately,
mind it?
because at the end of it, once it's all paid, that's mine, kinda. So then I just sell it for whatever I have, and then I've got big dough at the end.
Yeah, but
Do you get what I'm saying? So let's say, no, wait.
gone too
No,
far.
wait, think
What's
about
going
this.
on?
So
What you
obviously,
mean?
after you sell,
So now he's...
you
what
finish
mean?
paying the mortgage.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Taken?
no,
Where
because
is
what I'm
this
saying
going?
is, you
Are you in Taken? Are you a racist
you sell
white man
listen,
now?
you sell like you finish paying the mortgage and you're sitting on a 300 grand yard. So that's and you can sell it for around that.
No, but you
so you're
can't-
right. So that's a good different type of
Yeah.
that sex is
Sell a
listen.
yard,
That
you
sex
can't
is
sell a
supposed to
girl.
be lit.
The man's on the
That
black
sex
market.
supposed to be
Bro,
lit.
you're talking something.
Yo,
But
yeah.
that sex technically is supposed to be lit.
Nah.
So when you come out of it now and you're not and you're in that renting
We
sex.
gotta stop this.
Yeah,
man.
this
And
is-
When
then-
you're in that
This doesn't
renting
make
sex,
sense
it's
anymore.
different.
been taken too far.
Stop it.
It's been taken away too
Man's gonna
far.
start talking about renting, and he's gonna say I got the vagina from Foxtons, then I'm out.
conversation.
It's about freehold, leasehold sex. all that
You know what I'm
kind of
saying? What are you
stuff.
dealing with?